Alright, Barakta Yahweh, 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 Barakta Yahweh. Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rukar the months of the apostles, great millstones, I teaching all Akims, I was pushing the truth. Yahukanan coming in, Yahukanan coming in. And this approximately 6 in the morning, been up since 2. And reports is coming in. And this piggybacking of my last lesson, black culture is a deaf culture here in Babylon the Great. AKA again, black culture is a deaf culture here in Babylon the Great. Because we was never given black culture, the Israelites. So let's start with this first scripture. And y'all know this now. This Isaiah 52:7. How beautiful upon the mountain are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings, that publish peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publish salvation. They say unto Zion, thou goddess reigneth. Thou watchmen shall lift up the voice, with the voice together shall they sing. For they shall see eye to eye when the Lord shall bring again Zion. Break forth into joy, sing together, you wasted places of Jerusalem. For the Lord has comforted his people. He has redeemed Jerusalem. And we see that. The apostles, a great millstone was set up the one west, the one westers. And we have a great multitude returning, which only elect, many are called, few are chosen. But the rest of y'all gonna have to suffer the repercussions of being here in Babylon the Great. And one of them is black culture is a deaf culture. Because I was just watching Sinetta, and he got one with Captain Tazaria. Like Elder Todd said, Islam, black conscious, the Christianity church, and Babylon itself, all them things is being brought down by the spirit and power and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because we was told that in Corinthians, everything that exalted itself, Yahushua shall bring down. All the things that's mighty and established. And that's what you witnessing. So, not only vocab, but Sinetta was bringing up, why would a God allow, basically kill David Kidd in such a form? And I'll kind of segue off, but I'm not. Because the more the story is, black culture is a deaf culture. And we finna prove it. So here you go, Juneteenth, here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm 35 minutes down the street in Kenosha. The Akims live in Milwaukee. Yeah, that's Wisconsin. And this is what's going on.
Throughout the night at the event, deputies and detectives also recovered an additional 5 firearms. And that ends my formal comments. I will try to take a few questions, but as you guys know, this is a very active scene. There are a lot of things we do not know, and more than likely, I probably will not be able to answer your questions.
Clear the cash bail. That cash bail at $750 was for the May 20th arrest for felon in possession.
That is correct.
Does that make your department upset knowing that he was out on bail and then something like this happened?
Well, we don't control the court system. We only make the arrests on the street, so it is unfortunate that that same person was out on bail who now is alleged to have killed somebody tonight.
We saw someone, an individual running and then getting certainly detained by police officers at around 11:30. Is this like an arrest? Like what?
Nah, I think that was just something not directly related to this.
Why was one of your detective placed on leave? Did they fire her? Just drew the gun?
No, as I stated, our detective engaged the shooter and fired their weapon at them multiple times. Yes.
So you said, minus this event, you said that deputies and detectives recovered 8 firearms separate from this?
No, they recovered 5 firearms earlier in the night during the event, and we have recovered 3 at this homicide incident here.
There's been a number of incidents in recent weeks involving shootings with people in this age group, 15 to 80. Are you aware, or is MPD aware of any kind of ongoing?
Pause it a little bit. So you see, the deputies say we recovered 5 different firearms from separate outside of this situation. So everybody's walking around there like the Wild Wild West. But why? Let's go into that. This Isaiah 51 and I'm gonna start at 17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which have drunken at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and rained them out. And we understand that. We had slavery and he called us back. That's why I use the scripture Isaiah 52 and 7 through 9. It say, there is none to guide her among all her sons, like Sonetta, like T.D. Jakes, like Umar Johnson, like Cornel West. Y'all all sold out to the Boule Society. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she has brought forth. Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she has brought up. But who? The apostles of Great Millstone, the one Westers. Because we see what Nate them on. And they was an understudent of Elder Tar. And so was Sakari. There is none to guide her among all her sons whom she has brought forth. Neither is there any that take her by the hand, or her sons that she has brought up. These 2 things are come unto thee. Whom shall be sorrow for thee? Desolation and destruction, and famine, and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? See that? So you don't want to awake. So Yahweh said he gonna send sword, all them weapons that Jake's being killed. See, it is no coincidence that you got all these just shooting killings that's just happening. And it's happening to close personal loved ones of ours, as far as these lessons we doing on you see right now. And everybody getting the same message. So I'm gonna read it again. Isaiah 51, like this is deadly serious. Isaiah 51 and 18. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. These 2 things are come unto thee. Whom shall be sorrow for thee? Desolation and destruction, and the famine, and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? See that? You don't want to get with the Israelite thing. You want to do black culture, and you want to do your own thing. Well, guess what? Yahweh Shai gonna comfort y'all with death. Motherfucker can never understand why we reading Hosea 4, 1 through 8. Me and the Akims here in Wisconsin, week after week after week after week after week. Hosea 4, 1 through 8. Yeah, he ain't gonna just forget you, but he gonna forget your children. Here it is. Because what did the lady say? 15 to 18-year-olds with these weapons that's doing all this mayhem killing? I'm going to forget you and your children. If the shoe fit, wear. Isaiah 51. So keep listening to these fake motherfuckers out here. Isaiah, instead of listening to the word of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. See? Y'all try to, but it's coming from, no, it ain't coming from John. It's coming from Yahweh Shah out the Bible. And that's why what's happening in this reality is Yahweh showing his power. Because y'all Israelites, y'all asses in trouble. Isaiah 51:19. These two things are come unto thee. Whom shall be sorrow for thee? Because your faith passes at the church. And all this condolences that y'all want to give to each other, that shit don't mean nothing. It's time for judgment. So get you and your house together. Be sorrow for thee, comfort thee. 20. Thou sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of their God. See that? Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Black culture is a deaf culture. This is Babylon the Great. You are walking in the valley in the shadow of death. Yahushua is marking those for exemption. Ezekiel 8, that sigh and cry, and the rest of y'all, the angels gonna smite, kill. I don't care how good of a parent you is. I don't care how much of a good Samaritan you is. You help the old ladies cross the street. I don't care how much money you donate to this, and you help the kids read. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua demand that you stand up and be an Israelite and renounce corruption and evil. Well, what's that? Black culture is evil. The music, the talk, the walk, the dress, all of that. That's why that's why I don't exist. Because I already know what's up. So let's keep going with that.
Kind of an ongoing conflict between groups of youth that is connected to something bigger.
That could tie into the investigation, so I'm not going to comment on that.
Guys, we have time for 2 more questions. Apologies.
More questions?
So what is the perspective of law enforcement when an event is labeled as a peace event and this happens?
Well, I was thinking about that before I knew this question was coming, and I would say that it's unfortunate, but unfortunate isn't the right word. It's infuriating. We have an event that's supposed to celebrate the Juneteenth holiday, and it ultimately ends in another young man being killed. I don't think there's anything more to say about that.
Sorry, just to clarify, you said that 3 weapons were recovered, and then you said that, like, was it 5 additional? Was it 8 in total? How many firearms?
So, once again, it was 3 were recovered with regard to the homicide incident that we are investigating. 5 prior were recovered during the event itself.
What would you say to Milwaukee Sam tonight?
I would say that it's time to settle our differences with adult conversations, perhaps address things as adults or as close to being adults as we possibly can as youth, and stop bringing guns to arguments and stop bringing guns to events that are supposed to be for the city and its celebration, whether it's this event or any number of upcoming events. We do not need any more deaths. We do not need any more indiscriminate shooting. We do not need any more violence in this city, and it needs to stop. Thank you.
Thank you.
See that? So what are we finding out? Black culture is a deaf culture. Them the facts right there. And Esau done playing with y'all ass. They not only separating, but they getting rid of y'all. And even Elder Tahar on his last videos I was just watching tonight, the morning, everybody coming to the same conclusion. And that's why Yahweh said it's going to be a 2/3 and a 1/3. And 2/3 finna get done away with. Men, women, and child. So let's get these scriptures. Because this is what we dealing with. This is why y'all finna get erased. It's Proverbs 30:11. There's a generation that curses their father and does not bless their mother. There's a generation that is pure in their own eyes and yet is not washed from their filthiness. No. See, they trap us. They finna spin the block. They looking for the ops. And you got grown adults like these rappers and entertainers. I don't be knowing their name anymore. Who still promoting this, from Kanye West all the way down to your Chirac rappers that's coming out. I don't know their name. I'm sorry. And y'all playing the music. And y'all still walking around here like, y'all in these gangs. And y'all want to shake up and represent. And the women too. Y'all wish y'all gonna kill y'all. You still want to go shoot dice? You still want to go to church? See, you thinking going to church is a good thing. No, that's a death sentence. That's black culture again. Y'all wish I ain't dealing with none of that. This Proverbs 30:12. There's a generation that are pure in their own eyes and yet it's not washed from their filthiness. Because they'll go to church, become a career Sigma Pi Delta sorority, and worship other gods. But he's no worse than a drug dealer. But you worshiping another God. There's a generation that is pure in their own eyes, and yet it's not washed from their filthiness. That's why it's coming out all about the sororities, the schools, the system, the government. You know now, if you vote for Democrat or Republican, you actually voting for the beast, Babylon the Great. If you join in the military, you actually a soldier for Satan. Duh. There's a generation whose teeth are as swords and their jaws teeth as knives to devour the poor off the earth and the needy from among men. And we see that. That generation, that wicked and adulterous generation. So y'all wish I finna purge you. And that's why we watching the purge happen. So you don't want to be evenly yoked together with black culture at all. Trust me. I did the wild boy on the net. Because you see how your entertainers, from Puffy to Snoop Dogg, who just came here to Milwaukee himself, who everybody mad because all of this violence and crime and everything going on. Snoop come here, get a couple $1 million, do a press release, shake some hands, don't do nothing for the community, and then get up out of here and make $1 million plus. And everybody mad and saying, well, why he do that? And that's hypocritical. And we got things going on in Milwaukee. And so forth. Black culture is a deaf culture. He worked for the elites to pacify y'all ass. That's why he got this Snoop cereal, which is nothing but sugar for diabetes. But Biden say, oh, I gave you old Israelites, I gave y'all insulin. I made it cheap. But this I gave to the HBCUs. Come on now. Y'all gotta vote for them. But just overall, this is black culture in a nutshell. It's Isaiah 59:1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not short, that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy, that he cannot hear. See that? Y'all wish I hear all the bullshit. He know who doing what. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear what? Your cries, your pleas, your begging. Because he finna sick Esau on y'all ass. Right now he letting y'all do each other. But you see the fierceness in that police captain? Yeah, they waiting on Trump to come in. Yeah, y'all finna really see the Ku Klux Klan take their masks off. And it's justified. Look at all of what has been going on. This man on $1,400, $2,000 bail after I guess he just shot at somebody that caught with a weapon. And he on bail and just killed somebody on Juneteenth. For your hands are defiled with blood. See that? You Israelites. Y'all hands are defiled with blood. So when you sit and you keep perpetuating the spirit of Babylon the Great, which is African American culture, is a deaf culture, whether it's the church, whether it's their political system, whether it's any of them forms, you are partaking and being guilty of the wickedness of Babylon the Great. That's why you're supposed to separate yourself from all this stuff. But Isaiah 58:1. Oh, I'm sorry. Isaiah 59:1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save, neither is ear heavy, that he cannot hear. But your iniquities have separated between you and your God, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he will not hear. For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies. Sound familiar? Your tongue has muttered perverseness. None calleth for justice, nor any plea for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. That's all y'all do here in Babylon the Great. You look at the TikToks, you look at the Instagrams, you look at the Facebook pages, and all of these social media sites. And the brother from North Carolina did a good observation. He said, you Israelites are becoming a droid for evil, for Esau. That internet has hypersensitive the evilness, and y'all just perpetuating it. That's because you have no foundation. But Isaiah 59:5, they hatch cockatry eggs and wave the spider web. He that eateth of the eggs dieth, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper. See that? So you don't supposed to be want to have nothing to do with these influencers. Why they call influencers? And what they saying and what they doing on how to be a man, and you get Yahweh shot. Get all that shit out of here. Their web shall not become a garment. See that? Because you're supposed to put on your holy garment, which is this knowledge. That shit that you learning from them. Yeah, we're teaching you microeconomics and how to diversify your portfolio and get you and your family rich and have generational wealth. And Irv Gotti of Murder Inc. was just given $100 million from Zionist Jews to start his career, to perpetuate his platforms, so he can go into his ventures. But that's money from Satan, because he got to do evil and wicked things for that money. But let Irv Gotti tell it, them his friends. They helped him out of everything. This for you old heads. Matter of fact, let me get it. Irv Gotti received $100 million from friends' endorsements. Now watch this. See? They tell you they sell. It went from federal charges to $300 million. Satan gave him that money. His white daddy. Which I ain't gonna read none of it, but I'm gonna let y'all see it again. And these are your leaders, from your Jay-Z's to your T.I.'s, your Irv Gotti's to all your basketball players, because it ain't no coincidence Jaylen Brown and Kyrie Irving, come on, man. That's their reward. That's why they receive their constellation. Isaiah 59:6. Their web shall not become a garment, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the acts of violence is in their hands. See that? Because y'all be a part of human trafficking. Even my little brother said one of his friends in Miami be literally human trafficking women. But that's his friend though. And I'm looking at him like, oh, that's your friend though. Okay. Y'all got to answer for all this shit. My hands is clean. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the acts of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil. See that? Oh man, we finna go to Juneteenth, nigga. I'm finna be strapped, cause you know niggas gonna be down there. I might see a nigga, I might need to spin on. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. See that? Y'all down there with all them fucking weapons. For what? You heard what the captain said. You supposed to be down here celebrating Juneteenth. Y'all down here to kill each other. So no, we ain't letting the animals get together to have events. Wasn't Trump just in Racine yesterday? Y'all think it's a game, huh? You see what he said? Oh no, I love Milwaukee. So you don't think them Edomites in Milwaukee making phone calls saying you gonna help us with this, with these situations? Isaiah 59:6. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the acts of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting and destruction are in their path. So why the fuck would you want to be around people like this? I don't give a fuck if it's a family member. I'm not being around nobody like this, bro. I wouldn't give a fuck if you was my son. Me, motherfucker, I'm not doing it, being around this shit. And it ain't just like, oh, well, I'm talking about the hood. No, I'm talking about you Christian church people. I ain't being around y'all. Y'all marked for death. Political, all that, you marked for death. You go in the military, all that, you marked for death. I ain't messing with you. Who is my brother and my sisters? Those who do the will of my Father, Yahushua. Isaiah 59:8. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their going. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goes therein shall not know peace. See that? That's why I stay out the way. I stay out the way. I ain't going. Therefore is judgment far from us, neither does justice overtake us. We wait for light, but behold obscurity, for brightness, but we walk in darkness. That's all America is, the valley and shadow of death. So black culture is what? It's a deaf culture. We grope for the wall like the blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. Exactly. They hear, but they hear not. They see, but they see not spiritually. Like all us Akims, the elephant in the room is Yahweh Bashem Yahushua showing us deliverance by who and what? The chariots, the angels. They don't know what's going on. They talking about some shooting that happened at Juneteenth and how we need to stop the violence and what happened locally and what we gonna do and all this all messed up. No. It ain't messed up. You fucked up. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua ain't playing. So we grope for the wall like the blind, and we grope as if we had no eyes. We stumble at noonday as in the night. We are in desolate places as dead men. With that, shalom. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, so African American culture is deaf culture. Shalom.